Hello, welcome to this video. I've got Snooker Final on in the background. Yeah, I've just got a few things on my mind about the nature of reality. I did try and watch David Ice's live stream, but it kept. I don't know if anybody else experienced problems, but it kept. Well, they did actually. That's what I meant to say.
Tried to break off from a different
it kept buffering. I think it's because it's their own server, which is it's a very good server, but obviously YouTube's still got the best one. And it kept buffering, but it's on the website, and I'll watch it back. I'll watch a little bit back anyway, and I kind of know what it's saying, but I will watch it all back. They played the first series as well, because in between the breaks when and the intermission, the first episode of the 13-part series is The Nature of Reality, which is very well put together. It's only the first episode. It aired as a premiere as part of the package. But yeah, get over to Iconic. You get a 7-day free trial, everything on there, including that. And if you like it, you can stay, and if you don't, then people can fuck off. No, people don't have to stay. But yeah, but on that, and you know, we the things they pull towards us, like I was saying, and that's what we do. It is what we fear, and obviously, I don't watch it as much anymore. Gone to because of the drama, and it's just spoiling it. And is Facebook really not on about names? Let's not get us knickers in a twist. Let's look at this dispassionately. Is Facebook the best place to put obviously conspiracies and the nature of reality or stroke paranormal stuff on there? No, but it's a platform to try and make people understand about this stuff. That's why people use it. Is YouTube the best? Probably slightly better, but they're all under the same can't distract the same cult anyway. Coming out of Silicon Valley. We all have been through this. And the drama on Facebook. Now, this is just one reason. It's not the only reason. John and other people at Ghost of Britain. Also, Paranormal Cupboard. I've never watched Paranormal Cupboard. Nothing against them. I just don't feel connected to them. I just don't think it's not nothing. They are lovely people. It's not that. I just don't resonate with them. And I'm watching that much stuff anyway. They're not enough hours in a day. It's simple as that. But because they fear getting trolled. I mean, you're gonna get trolled anyway. You pull it towards you, and if you, and I know we all do it. And he's actually said this himself. And if also when you go for counselling, it's confidential. But if the person that's having the counselling speaks out, that's on them, obviously. And John did point out something that his counsellor said to him. That looking at comments and looking at how people see you and worrying about it is narcissistic. I'm not just saying that. David, I could say it. Richard Granham, who's fantastic with psychology. All these people will look into this area. And it's not about having to go at people. It's making people aware to make better choices. Not about it. It's not about that. It really isn't. And people can tell what they want. But as David I says, well, he's took abuse for 30 years, and he's like, well, I can take some more, quite frankly. Give it me. In other words, he chooses not to let it bother him. John does let it bother him. There's no two ways about it. And he could be like, you know what? I want to take a leaf out of David Icke and Callum's book, particularly David Icke's book. I'm all the age I was ever can be. I'm a psychic medium. Still my partner, Jojo. We know about this. Do you know what? Let him go and win. But if you worry about what people think you, what this, you end up making yourself ill. And yes, they are bullies, these people, what are bullying John. They are nasty, they are stupid, they are retarded, all of it, they are. They are, but
One of the best atmospheres we've seen on the
you
tour
can
in
just
recent
say, you know
years.
what, I'm not letting it affect me. One thing he's doing is like, yeah, you're not stopping me going out. I'm going out, go something.
Obviously
But
disappointed
before
not
he'd
to
have had a
win,
night off,
saw the
another
bigger
night
picture.
off. But it's like,
The
no.
fact that his game's
So,
clearly in great shape.
yeah, like, you get that inner strength, but because you can pull things towards you, or
That's
towards
gonna
us
need to be
what
today
are
on
good
Ray Robertson's queuing.
and what you like, because everything's reflected in our
Safely.
auric field, pulling in us,
Too much.
pulling in people, places where there's alive.
Zone, but
On the Icon YouTube channel, just flashed up with a notification. They put a video of David out talking about the nature of reality. Well, they didn't. But you will reflect it. So, if you reflect that trolls are going to affect you, that's what happens. If you set yourself, I'm all that is, I wasn't going to affect me, you'll attract that towards you. And, you know,
a little bit
or,
too thick. And caught the angles of the
I don't know, say you like people like sport, snooker, whatever, you'll pull towards you things to do with that, or paranormal, ghost hunting. In other words, it's
difficult.
law of attraction,
And
is
I'm
what
not
I'm
sure
trying to say. And David Aki explains it better than me, obviously. And it is reflected in our field. And everything we do deep down is a self-fulfilling prophecy, good or bad. But moving on from that, how is it all possible? Well, the world isn't solid. It's the world is made up of atoms.
So well cued.
And mainstream science says, well, the atoms make up the solid world.
That's the point, isn't
Well, atoms have no solidity, so therefore the world cannot be solid.
Didn't shirk it.
It says there's empty
Backed
space,
himself.
but
Oh, but
there's not,
he's
because
still
there's
there.
no
That is a
space
surprise,
between
having done the hard work.
anything. Like in this room now, there's all different realities, like radio stations, all sharing the same space. These are
We all did.
realities, ones that take form, and the spirit realms, good, bad, whatever, interlock, and when they interact with us, that's what we call paranormal activity and ghosts. Oh, I can a ghost walk through a wall, and how come I can't? It seems solid. Well, because we're on the same frequency, it's called electromagnetic resistance. Because we're electromagnetic beings, and so is everything, because this reality is waveform. Think what it is, waveform information. And that waveform gets turned into electrical information, picked up by the ear, the world around us and everything. It gets decoded into digital, holographic information. The world, we're all holographic. We are infinite consciousness, having these experiences. But this is holograms, we are holographic. In nature. And mainstream science is catching up. But alternative science and spirituality are always one.
Far away, was it?
Goes into all this area, and the quantum physics and the quantum reality at a quantum level. That everything's consciousness. That's why animals know when earthquakes are coming, and more than we do, because they've not been to school. They don't watch the BBC. They don't watch the CNN. They're not on Facebook. They're not on YouTube. They've tuned into the world around us. These are skills we did have at one time.
Really difficult
before the cataclysm, when we're a completely different human, much more advanced, open, very psychic, very mediumistic, natural psychic mediums. We had it all. And then this dark force come, and we let it take over. And then this is genetics again, DNA. We are where we are today, and that's what these fake dooby-doos, there you go, are about these fake dooby-doos transforming the nature of the human body. So, you know, and it's going to be interesting.
Just lucky to see.
I can't wait to watch the live stream back. It'll be at some point. I'll probably be an all-nighter, so I'll have to prepare for that and get some sleep during the daytime, because there's just, you get so distracted there. The phone rings or this happens, and something did happen Friday. I got a phone call and my brother Bradley were kicking off, let's say. Yeah, I couldn't without it. So I've got a lot of family issues, but it's all calmed down now. But yeah,
Seen the efforts.
I'm not going to say too much as personal. Let's just say
Into good shape
it ruined my day. And yes, I didn't handle it very well in the end. Even though, yeah,
doing his spinning classes.
I got drunk. I got hammered.
Physically as well.
And
Vegan diet.
I'm not proud of it, but I tried to get outside and be sick. And we're sick in the foyer of the flats.
Higgins,
and I'm trying to get my brother to help clean it up. So I ain't got a mop bucket. And I'm not really good at cleaning it up. But I will see to it all. It's just, that's what stress does. So yes, I'm not perfect. But
Joe, that's when life begins, isn't it?
we all make
Mistakes.
mistakes.
For Haynes, hasn't it? Playing as well as he ever has done.
But yeah, but like I say, and one bit of advice I would give to John, but he don't, because he works for Facebook, he don't want to see. The reason as well, John's had a lot over the years. It turns out, obviously, he didn't know at the time, he thought there was people, but the people he's employed and what shit on him have turned out to be idiots. He knows that now. Not the teammates he's got, they're not all idiots, no. Whether they do what the others have done, well, obviously that's been there, hopefully they won't. But, I mean, obviously I don't want to work for John, I like doing my own projects, and we want me to know why, but it should employ people like me, like David Icke. That mentality will understand a bit about, and David Icke just doesn't more than I do, nature, reality, and frequency, and love and energy. And then less likely to be shat on. But obviously, it don't want to do that. Not that you have to talk about conspiracies, it's just having people understand. Again, it's just advice, John. Jojo, it's just advice. Because people go like a ghost hunting and doing paranormal investigations, so there's no paranormal, it's normal, such a more normal explains such what explains the nature of reality, what's going on. But to have people understand the nature of reality would be very, very beneficial, because people get into the field and they ain't got a clue how reality works. And John does understand it a bit, and Jojo with the Reiki, that's all quantum physics and energy, and that's what Reiki is, it's the exchange of energy. Again, it's been proven that everything's energy and it works. And if you get it at a certain frequency, or the use of Reiki, it heals people. But the cult know this, it's already knowledge. So getting more and more people who understand the nature of reality would be beneficial. Same with any paranormal investigation team. But people need to brush up on it themselves. And maybe, and John George should really get into David Asper with the nature of reality. And it help with mediumship, because also they understand they can get it to spirits, but it's understanding that everything's connected. And then it really opens up. Because people like Paranormal Blights, I mean, some were psychics, they are a blind community. They don't understand the nature of reality. And obviously, Pat Cooper and all the other people, they just don't understand. Even Brandon, Lisa and Kev, I didn't realise they were what they did. But again, it's not understanding the nature of reality. And yet John and Jojo don't fully, but they understand it to a point. I don't understand it fully, but I do to a point. David Icke is his biggest passion. Does he understand it fully? No, but he understands a hell of a lot. And it's just ideas. But, yeah.
The previous frame was done and dusted.
But
in under 10 minutes, this one's already been going 14 and still.
I've enjoyed watching The Haunted Hunts, rewatching it. So I've seen series 1 and 2 on Iconic, and series 3 on their own YouTube channel. I'm going through it from 1 to 3, and just like a laugh, but it's on Amazon, so I think it might be a cheaper way to see it. Series 4, but I'm on Series 2. It's just nice to get away from the drama. And In Search of the Paranormal and Iconic is their own stuff. With Corinne on it as well from Le Corps Paranormal. But it's an Alex from Le Corps Paranormal. And then there's somebody called Carl. Not that Carl, a different Carl. And then MJ, who leads the team on Iconic, and it's just nice to get away from the drama. Because last streams are good because you get to see it at the moment where it's a lot easier to fake stuff, but the teams are watching on fake. It's a lot easier to fake stuff off camera. I mean, you can fake stuff on the live stream, obviously, but it's a lot harder because it's all in the moment. But then there's drama, but then there's signal issues. Then you can put it together on the other side in a documentary style. At least a lot of drama. You do it in documentary style, but then it's not in the moment. So there's pros and cons here, everything. It's what life is. So yeah. Yeah. Well, with that being said, but yeah, the live stream is good. And David Amp, this happened to me. Actually, when it all kicked off on Friday, I thought, well, I'm going to ring my mum. I had the phone in my hand, Bradley rung, in a completely foulest of moods. Which is it's not necessary. But what I have to deal with, what we have to deal with as a family. But the house phone was engaged. Then as soon as Bradley's ringing, I kind of knew something would kick off. I didn't want to answer it, but I did. Let's just say Mum made up at Crystal Peaks Irish Way, which is a shopping centre in Sheffield, built or opened 2 years before Meadowhall in 1988. Meadowhall opened in 1990, so there you go. There's a bit of Sheffield trivia for you. But yeah, you think about some of the phone rings because it's energy. What are the chances where you're tuning into that energy? It's all connected. There's near-death experiences. One near-death experiencer said, there's no such thing as time. How's it gonna? In other words, when they leave the body and go outside the matrix, they take on a completely different reality. And they said there's no such thing as time, distance, limitation. I saw what people thought then. I saw what they were thinking now, what they were gonna think. There's no such thing as time, distance, or limitation. I could be anywhere I wanted to be simultaneously, and that's who we are, and that's what we're manipulated to forget we are. And this is what the paranormal, the nature of reality community, that's a better way of putting it, the nature of reality. We need to stop saying paranormal. We need to stop saying the nature of reality. I think we need to just stop saying it.
Yeah, well,
or not as much. The nature of reality. We need to
and the correct speed as well. Missed it.
Get an understanding. And Dr. Alexander got meningitis, Proof of Heaven, his book, so he was a complete skeptic. People, he's a neurosurgeon, I think it still is. Complete skeptic. Obviously, people had near-death experiences during surgery, like, oh yes, a lot of rubbish, but very interesting. And then he got American, so anyway, accident, but so he died in fact for 7 days, and he shouldn't have. People say, oh, is that part of the brain? Well, that part of the brain they talk about completely shut down, so he coming from there. And he saw what David Icke experienced, or DMC experienced, like a dazzling, shining darkness, or stillness, or possibility where to manifest everything. And there was not much story, but the point is that's who we really are, and everything's connected. So yeah, I thought I'd come on, and I've gone for a different. I'm actually holding just kind of mooning.
Two great players.
So, hopefully I'll go something next week. Thought we were doing it all week last week. I had a week off watching Suka. And, well, watching paranormal stuff as well as conspiracy research and all that sort of stuff. So,
Again, that long.
yeah.
Look at this great long red again.
Oh,
Down on the
I
shoulder,
shouldn't say
all
that.
sorts can go through your mind. Could I leave it short? Eat it too
Oh,
hard?
whole blood rushing back into the
Let
left
it drift
foot.
off?
Well, sat on my foot across the leg, didn't it? Didn't agree with me. But I'll see you later. Take care.
And although you can see this red on the left side cushion,
Bye. Take care.
it's
Bye.
not easy to play safe off that red. Every chance of getting the double kiss.